All right, guys, gonna be a little bit different style video here on the second channel because there's just too much to do. Okay, I know I said something about we do go-karts, and just the amount I got to do this week, I know it ain't possible. However, that does not mean we can't make a video. It's just gonna be hey, here's what kind of goes on in a day. A little behind the scenes action. See, our key's getting a little sticky there. If you can't tell by my wardrobe, my fashion I got going on, it got cold again here in Oklahoma. Step one's get your coffee. We got a haul butt out to the new place, guys. We are having to meet an engineer out there. The engineer works for the power company, and I think we're just seeing what we got to do to get power. More than anything, I think we just got to get their blessing or something. I don't know. All I know is his name's Dan. Dan, the engineer man. This old girl's name is Gertrude, and she was the closest thing to the exit. So we're gonna drive it, and I see we got a little construction here with a beautiful sunrise coming in. That sun's gonna come through them clouds. I just know it will. Hey, there's my church. Well, we either beat Dan here or Dan beat us here and turned around and left because we weren't here. I was about 4 minutes late, and that's usually not the case with me. I'm usually about 15 early. Had to grab the camera though for a day of vlogging. Well, hello there, C10s, or whatever you want to be called. Square body scrapyard, that's what it is. Puddin' Pop stopped by the other day and he said, you tell old Slick quit bringing up old Roy in the videos or I'm gonna whoop him.
Or we take the bed off old Roy and put that bed on old Roy.
I don't know why he's gonna whoop him or why you ain't supposed to bring him up, but that's what he said. Here comes the truck. Maybe this is Dan, the engineer man. The Pot County electrical engineer expert. It looks like he's pulling in missions ago. I'm gonna meet with this gentleman about our house stuff, and then we'll keep going. Now, me and Slick, I know for a fact we're going to get metal all the way in the city. That's where we got to go to get some good quality metal. So, yeah, more to come. About 2 hours later. Boy, howdy. We do not have the best options for power out here, come to find out. Damn highway robbery is what it is, if you ask me. Listen, I understand everything costs something, okay? I didn't expect to build a house not, thinking stuff would come up. But the way this works, I don't understand. But I don't have to understand it. I was handed an option, okay? And if I want power, that's my option. These people here, they've got a transformer. If they fed out of it to over here, we got to get an easement. They're going to have to bore underneath their concrete, their sod, blah, blah, blah. I ain't even going to bother people and say, hey, can I bore through your yard and trench your yard? And, oh, yeah, I need an easement through your yard, okay? If someone asked me that, I would say, sorry about you. I hope something works out for you, but, yeah, we're not digging up my yard. Y'all have a good day, okay? So I'm not even going to ask those people. I told them, I said, for me, not really an option, And we thought we'd kind of be okay because at the end of our, literally right next to the gate, we've got a transformer sitting right there, right? Oh, yeah, and I know y'all thinking we got power in the shop. I don't even know where that feeds, but I guess that was looked at, and whatever's feeding that ain't enough to feed this one at the same time and everything. It's got to be separate. So here's where this thing gets tricky. For them to feed out of that transformer, it's one in, one out. As far as the primary wiring, you can go in and you can come back out, and they've got it looped somewhere. So they're going to have to add some other cabinet down there, basically to split power feeding it to then come this way to feed us a transformer. It's cold out here, but let's hop out real quick. So they're kind of wanting to set transformer up there, just kind of in what's going to be our front yard. And I'm like, boy, as good as a transformer looks, sitting next to your front pond, I don't really care for it there. That'd be a straight shot for them. They said we can set it wherever, but guess what? You got to pay for that. Well, in my opinion, we've already got our water stuff over here. We've got a fence. Anywhere we can set it next to the fence is going to look the best. Like somewhere down in there, maybe next to that H post there. So here's where they get you, and what I don't understand, but I have no control of, and I can't do nothing about. You get their base rate prices up to 300 foot. Anything that they have to add, point blank period, from where they're going to tie in to that, you get 300 foot. After that, no matter what size wiring you're running, none of that, everything goes up an additional $680 a foot past 300 foot. I feel like doing a little math. Y'all want to break that down a little bit? Let's say we got 450 foot to go here. It may be a little more, actually. I think it's a little more. Real quick math already tells you that's pricey. Just on doing that math, we got... Give me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. They had a cabinet. We put our transformer over here. His thing said that's 370 foot, okay? That's primary wire. That's the big stuff that's going to feed the transformer. That stuff's $950 a foot for the first 300 foot. That remaining 70 foot automatically goes up $680 a foot on top of the $950 a foot. That gets us to the transformer. Then say from the transformer, we are going to go over to our service panel on the house, or the meter at the house, I mean. If that's 150 foot, that secondary wire, it's not going to be as big. It's feeding from the transformer to the house. It's $550 a foot, except we're already past our 300 foot, so that $550 a foot automatically goes up additional $680 a foot. My footage, my feetage, my calculations here are a little spitballed. He had it more specific in his little GPS tracker where he could drop pins and all that. But long story short, if you calculate all that, if we want power to our house without a transformer sitting in the front yard for decoration, we're looking at $5,200 to get some stuff done. 5,200 buckaroos. That additional $680 a foot on top of everything will get you. It don't make sense to me. You're already trenching. We will work for X amount of foot up to 300 foot, and past that, our price automatically more than doubles. Now obviously not on the 950, but on the 550, it does more than double. Whew. I don't get it. I don't have to get it. None of that matters. All that matters is that's our option and what it's going to cost to get the transformer. I think the transformer is going to look best and not be an eyesore. If you calculate it to sit plumb in the front yard to try to save some footage there, you're only saving about $700 to $800 is all you're going to save. So yeah, don't get me wrong, that's some money, but the period of living out here for decades and having to stare at a transformer is $800 really worth saving to sit it where you want it. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. We've got to nut up and pay what we've got to pay to sit it where we want to sit it, to have power to this house. The joys of home building. And this right here, I could piggyback into everything I want to talk to y'all about in this video anyhow. Maybe we'll talk about that in a little more, or a little later. I mean, me and Slick was planning on leaving. I thought we were going to be, 30 minutes in and out of here, not 2 hours. So stuff like this is why I don't even have time to play with go-karts, because me and Slick's been putting off getting metal for a month. He needs metal. I owe him metal, so I need to go get him metal from borrowing his. I need my own. And yeah, sometimes there's a lot more work going on behind the scenes of this camera, I think, than people realize, which is, yeah. Anyhow, we gotta get going because we're already running behind. Guys, I am building a beautiful house for my girls, for my family. I'm driving a 64 International pickup that I love, and y'all see some of my junk in the background. Don't interpret this as me complaining in any way. I understand that me and my family are completely blessed. The Lord has favored us greatly in the last few years of what they're doing with my business growing, me and my family just growing as a family, getting closer and everything, okay? So don't think I'm not thankful. Don't think I'm not grateful. I know some people have said I look tired. hey, you need to take a break, this or that. Guys, I've been tired. I've been tired since I could work because I'm good at it, okay? I like working. This is work. That don't scare me. But little things like this, it's just a new set of stresses that I've never experienced before because I've never built a house before. I've got my little shop now, but I haven't had to make decisions in a shop like that before, you know, and it was all very sudden. That I say sudden, but this stuff being possible for me when you've worked your whole life, you know, trying to figure out how to make stuff like this happen, and then in a year or two period you finally figure out how to make that happen. This is new to me, you know, having to make choices, and oh man, you know, that little thought in the back of your head, am I making the right choice if we do this? Am I doing the right choice if we do that? You know, so it's a new set of stresses. It ain't nothing I can't handle. I do appreciate y'all being concerned, but don't worry, I promise I'm good. I'll be really good when we get through this process, because a lot of them little you know, lingering thoughts are gonna go away, and we'll be full focused on, again, making content and everything else. So yeah, that kind of, maybe we just addressed a few things. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm supposed to be going to get metal. It's like 11:20, 11:30. Me and Slick were supposed to be back already with their metal, but after talking to the power company, you know, they want to make sure there ain't water lines there. We're supposed to call the water company. The water company says the electric company is supposed to do that. One of y'all call them, you call them, they call them. Ultimately, you call Okie Dig, which is they're going to come out and mark the stuff to tell you if you're safe or not. So me and my wife just took care of that and got it all plotted out. Of course, it's online. You just can't talk to someone and make it happen. So we got that submitted, and we're supposed to, like I said, be going to get metal, but instead we still got merchandise to drop off that was packed probably the end of the week last week, and I got wheels and tires we got to take too. So yeah, guys, there's always, I guarantee you, there's always plenty to do around here. And all of this, actually today I was supposed to be making an ad for the O'Reillys. I've been postponing making them an ad for a month now, because I'm worried about getting y'all content. But ultimately that ain't the smartest business decision, because the O'Reilly's ad will pay more than the second channel will even make, or right at what the second channel will make in a month. I could make if I'd spend one day doing an ad for O'Reilly's, but I push that off because I want to get y'all content. So yesterday I'd made up my mind that I'll do the ad tomorrow. There's a lot more that goes into recording one of them ads, by the way. It's not a, oh, you knock it out in 30 minutes and you're done type thing. There's a lot more that goes into it. But now, because we got to have some power or pay for some power, I got to do that damn ad. We ain't got a choice. That ain't true, okay? I'm not worn down. Like, if I don't do this, then we're gonna lose everything, guys. I'm very smart about how I approach stuff. I promise you that. If I seen someone comment after I bought a lift, and someone commented and said, I know he has to be spread thin because I make a really good wage for a living, and I couldn't afford to do this and that, and and I don't think you should compare yourself to I or him or she. Just because you couldn't do something don't mean I can't, okay? These shoulders may have a lot on them, guys, but these legs ain't even close to tired, okay? This back's sore, but it ain't gonna give out, all right? So don't worry about me like that. I'm not doing nothing that I can't handle, but that don't mean that I don't have to hustle, and we ain't scared to hustle. We'll hustle and hustle hard. Ain't that what, like, Rick Ross said or something? Love tap, love tap. Slick's here. He finally got tired of waiting on me. Our Richardson hats have been selling. We are trying to get these things out as fast as we can. If yours is being delayed, be patient with us because we ran out of the hat boxes unbeknownst to us. Y'all ready to haul some merch or what?
Let's do it.
The best thing there ever was or is or whatever you said?
Yeah.
Slick, describe the merchandise with one or two words.
Best thing there ever is.
Y'all don't get too buck nasty and send this stuff flying. We got the Love Delivery service. That's one thing around here, when you order merchandise, 98% of the time it goes to the post office and something cool. Now, if you're curious who this Matthew character is, I'll tell you. I forgot he was gonna be with Slick today. Matthew is a kid who's taking auto body class here at the local tech school. And once a week on Thursdays, I think he's gonna be getting some on-the-job training over there with Slick at his shop. But since it's spring break, I think he's working with them every day now. He likes hot rods. He drives a Volvo wagon, or he used to until he blew it up. Until he blew it up, he ran it with no hood. My man. And most importantly, he wears Roundhouse bibs and Put'em's Fab, you know, shop t-shirts. So he's way A-okay in my book. I don't know, he's built like a shit brick house. We may have to make Slick sit here, or someone goes skiing up front, one of the two. It ain't gonna be me though, I'll be driving. Woo-hoo-hoo! That right there don't get you excited. A fat, gloss black Steely, I don't know what does. Oh, sweet mama, the little skinnies for the front. I like how I just called 6-inch wide Steelies skinnies. What are we gonna do with these old white Steelies, huh? These are from our GMC long bed, so we had rattle canned them before and put tires, but then I pulled those tires, donated them to Slick's family on that 58 Apache. So these, I had my guy Blast, obviously gloss white. Man, they look good. They look damn good. And yeah, the tire shop, they're gonna get me another set of the dime whites for these, where we can put our GMC on some wheels and tires. Love tap, love tap. Matthew, you'll make a hand yet, sir. This is why you can't get diddly done. It's time to go, but them hat boxes, they're here. All I really need is another one of me, guys. Possibly another husband for my wife to help with all that. Just playing. We are not taking applications for that, okay? I don't need nothing, guys. As long as I never lose my sense of humor and I have fun doing what I'm doing, we'll be A-okay.
Bring it down a little bit because it's going to articulate out. Might go down a little bit.
What do you think about that? It'll work?
We got one more to go.
Oh, do we? All right. We'll get you trained up being a professional quick, Matthew. Thank you, sir.
You need to pull heavy load or haul a heavy load? Chevy love.
All day. Oh, girl, talk dirty to me. When a delivery driver just laughs and says, "Have a good day, guys," they've had enough of your stuff, okay? They're ready to move on. I just happened to get lucky today and had help here. Usually stuff like that happens and I'm flying Han Solo. I've been trying to leave for an hour now, if that kind of puts things into perspective. Still got to move Mama's Yukon up. We're ready to get in the Travelall and go, but still got to go get gas. And yeah, when I'm telling y'all this stuff just stacks up, it stacks, and that's fine, because you work through it. It's all you can do. I sure am happy they were here though, and I didn't have to work through all that myself. Then there's the little details like, oh, before we leave, you're a YouTuber, you better bring some batteries. So as long as we get the old boot scooting Yukon back in Mama's spot, we'll finally be GUD good to go. Boy, I got your one moment, please. Won't you hurry up? And in typical fashion, we'll pick the one pump that ain't gonna work. The hell you mean no parking? We're here at Hibdon's in Shawnee. These guys always take great care of me. Now, this ain't paid advertisement, okay? So don't think that. I'm just letting you know if you're around here, they've been nothing but nice. We're good to go. Let's haul butt. Hey, there's our delivery guy. Of course, little Shawnee's here turned into dang little Oklahoma City anymore, so we ain't even gonna get out of here. from little Oklahoma City to big Oklahoma City. Just boogieing along. But yeah, I think I owe these guys some lunch after all that box and merchandise help. You don't eat a lot, do you, Matthew?
Not too much.
All right.
Only about 3 pizzas.
Hey, with how that travel all leaks, we got them hooked up with a good hoodie. Good quality hoodie, kept them warm.
Yep.
Which is good, because I guarantee you it was cold back there.
Is that a 10 out of 10 review? 10 out of 10 for sure. Best thing there ever is.
Ain't like dang kings up in here. Looking a little tight there, Slick.
Oh,
got a
yeah.
happy belly?
Oh yeah, you know it.
But we've got him working with you. We got him a hoodie. You know what we got to do next, right?
Yep. Gotta get him a mini truck.
Get him an old school mini truck. What kind of mini truck you want, Matthew? Act like I'm asking one of my kids what they want to drive.
What'd you say? What kind of mini truck you got?
Every kind.
We're gonna go pick one later.
Yeah, we'll go do a little browsing. It's like Toys R Us for big kids. Well, we made it to Albright. You don't come up here very often, but this is they keep all their metal indoors where you get good clean stuff. I ain't bought metal in like 3 years, so I'm probably about to shit myself. I definitely have to make that O'Reilly's ad tomorrow.
That one hurt a little bit.
Hey man, metal ain't cheap. Metal ain't cheap, but we gotta have it. Ain't that right, Slick?
That's true.
I guess we could switch to wood and become carpenters.
Nah, they don't go back together very easy.
Hard pass. Can't
Yeah.
weld wood.
Yeah.
That's 3 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
Get it? Oh.
Go over the back.
Yeah.
So the last time I was here, we were waiting for a long time. Same with Slick. He said last time it was a couple hour ordeal. Luckily this time we showed up at the right time because there wasn't no one in the office in front of us waiting in line, and as far as loading, they're getting straight to us. So showed up at the right time, finally.
You want to do the prep work? I'll do it.
You're already a professional paint man. If you want to do the prep work, I'll do it. Yeah, that's like cars sit for 12 years waiting to get a paint job. You ever get the prep work done? No, sir. We'll rock with patina. You can have it any color you want as long as it's patina.
Yeah.
Someone said that on my Instagram. They commented that.
Really? That's funny.
Y'all remember us complimenting the getting in and out? This was our time to shine. I said that about 20 minutes ago, maybe 30. Y'all see it still on the trailer, right? It is not our day to shine. The sun is gone. Don't scratch my paint, you know.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all.
That stuff couldn't fly off if it wanted. Is that all right?
Oh, no.
Oh. he said, are y'all making a YouTube video? I said, is that all right? Yeah.
We were all like,
I froze in my tracks. I'm like, uh-oh, smells like a subpoena. That's Taylor. Taylor's always talking about. Are we gonna call this video how to take all damn day to get some metal? Well, we are loaded up. The good news is this place, what in the, is that a porta potty? Oh no,
that's an ice machine.
I thought they were leaning a shitter. We were loading up to leave, and a very well dressed, nice looking gentleman with slick back hair come up, and I was like, here comes their lawyer. I thought they were gonna hit us with the subpoena, and there was just a guy saying he's watched the channel and didn't realize we were local. Well, we're not exactly local right now, but point of all that is we get to hop right back on the interstate and get the hell out of here, because I don't want to be local. Go 3, go 3! In the barmaid in the West Penn that we played here. Dang, y'all already got one? Need to keep one of them 4x4s out here. Holy crap, a little floppy. Just stay inside that list. Yeah, let's go right here. tap, love tap. We gotta take Slick his couple little pieces. They mainly got a lot of 18 gauge, about 5 sheets worth. Whew, we didn't lose her. Hey, you were a scout. How was my knot?
Didn't even look at it.
Pretty mediocre, wasn't it? We're gonna have to check out that thing before we leave. So I kind of been showing y'all what Slick has over here sometimes, every once in a while. He had that yellow 55 Chevy. It's gone.
Yeah.
She's on the road. She's mobile.
Mobile.
Someone's in the process of doing what we recently did, having some fun, putting floors in wagons. How fun is it, Slick?
A lot of hammering, hair hammering.
All the funs.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the air! Oh! I whipped it and the air thing made it glide. He wasn't lying. I'm not good at steering it, but boy, I can whip that air underneath it and separate them good. I think we forgot to show y'all, Slick got some, that's 1/2 inch thick, about 1.5 inches wide, 20 foot long worth. If y'all seen the video where we did the tailgate patch on the old 61 wagon, we used the Junior Nibbler Pull Max Deluxe here and built our own dies for it. Dang, they ain't flash rusted yet after that polish job. Yeah, there we go. So that gives him some 1/2 inch material to make more dies out of. Because who knows what he's gonna be building in the future. Time will tell. All right, before we skedaddle, we're gonna check this out. Slick said it is in for, well, you can see for what? Little rot down in the lower side. Rockers, cab corners. Oh, baby, got the tall low car shifter. Got a little striping, little strippy striping on the dash. You know, she's got the gun rack because she's from Oklahoma. Pretty cool truck. Nice and simple.
That's that intake.
I like it. Yeah, it is that offie. Same one, huh? Has it got a custom weld job too? Maybe. Kind of looks like it to me. Cool little truck. Nothing too over the top. I mean, she may need to go a little lower. That's just personal opinion. If you own this truck, I'm sorry. Don't be mad. I just like them low, okay? She definitely has a pretty good look to her. Y'all know, of course, we're a fan of the color. Anything blue with caps and trim and Chevrolet, and, well, you just can't go wrong. This is a pretty bitchin' little truck. All right, well, hi-ho, back to the house we go. That's some good beanie hair we got going, ain't it? What is it now? So I got up about 7 this morning. The time change kind of messed me up. From getting up 7 this morning, I did everything I need to do. Today's Monday, to finish posting the video, Monday's video, and then what did we get right into? Making a list of stuff to do this week, like stuff to do today. I got to go in tonight and prioritize to figure out what all we got to do tomorrow. Doing the ad, daughter's car is due for an oil change. Doing the ad takes a lot more time, like I told y'all. Long story short, I guarantee y'all from the time I get up till tomorrow evening, I'll be busy doing stuff that really is just like a day like today, like stuff I gotta do. It's not necessarily always good content, except in case you have a couple buddies having a good time, you know, but it's still crap that has to happen, and I'm only one man. And I know everyone says, well, just hire an editor or just do that or just do that. And guys, it's just obviously not that simple. If I could afford people to do the same quality or surpass it and just pull them out my butt, you know, here in Little Pot County, I would. But that's just simply not the case. And then, yeah, that could be a whole nother discussion. We got the car show coming up April 15th, I believe, in Norman, Oklahoma, the truck gathering or something. I said about a month out, which is around today-ish. We need to get all the merchandise on order that we plan to take there. So we were supposed to turn that in today. That's something that tonight I need to sit down and write a list of and kind of, you know, mentally think up all them numbers, and that stuff's kind of challenging to do. There's a lot of always thinking going on that'll wear out your brain. I know I've got to do an ad for O'Reilly's, and I plan on recording it tomorrow, but at the same time, I don't even know what all's supposed to be in the ad. I kind of like to take a notebook and write down some of the stuff we're supposed to cover, and then kind of like a guideline, so that way I just ain't out here like thinking and recording at the same time. I kind of like writing an English paper, okay? Give yourself that little guideline, and then you got something to go by. So I need to write a guideline tonight, probably after kiddos go to bed. By the time we do dinners and showers and everything, I have a couple hours this evening to spend with the girls. We'll probably play a couple games and hang out or whatever, and then they'll go to bed. And about 9 o'clock, after especially Hot Rod's in bed, I usually pick up on some editing. So this video today, I'll probably have 3 or 4 hours of editing into, and I plan on, you know, finishing in that by tomorrow. So from the time I got up early this morning to the time I go to bed, it's a hustle, and there's probably a lot more that goes on into it than people quite understand, which is why we just can't, you know, go to every car show every other weekend and come to this cruise and go to that. Guys, we're hustling, we're busy. Mama's in there helping do all the calls for the, we need the dumpster here, we got to do this or that, call the electric company. We got 3 girls and like 3 things each, and y'all know if you have that, you know how much that's a full-time job. So she's in there handling that. So if you think like, well, why don't she help you out more, she does, okay? I ain't got dirty laundry, okay? She takes care of me and us in that sense. Nathan, there he is right now. He don't want to wave. He see me pointing. He's like, oh, side eye, I ain't looking. You know, he's been helping us a lot. We pay him to help pack the merchandise, and I feel like sometimes we can't get it out fast enough, and I have him helping us, you know. So I promise y'all, we do the best we can. There ain't a whole lot of sitting on your butt around here to not finish a project. There ain't enough hours in the day sometime to finish every project I wish I could do. So maybe that gives you a little perspective in a day-to-day around here and how sometimes that goes, especially if we're not recording for the main channel. Crap like this, especially with the house build going on, sometimes makes it where I only get like 3.5 days to make a video for the main channel, and I freaking hate that because I don't get as much done as I'd like to do sometimes, you know. But at the same time, what I'm doing is working, okay? It makes it where we're still growing. The channel may not be growing as fast as it once was, but everything's kind of plateaued, but at a good spot for me and my family to handle doing what we're doing right now, the moves we're making. So anyone who was too worried about us, I'm not saying like, oh, you know, we're big ballin' Kemosabe, but you know, they're, like I said, the people who think maybe I'm spread thin, we're all right, guys. I won't put my family in a position where I can't handle what we have going on. I promise you that. And I ain't ran out of fire or even close, okay? Like I said, I hope we're just getting started, and I've rambled enough. That's what, yeah, that's enough yakking. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully you kind of enjoyed if you're into this kind of thing, I reckon. And I will see you guys next time. But do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. Hot damn, there's so much BSery, we had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puddin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!